Have you ever felt like your relationship is slowly falling apart and you can't even explain why? There's no huge fight, no betrayal, but somehow the connection feels weaker, the distance grows, and the love starts to fade. I've been there too. Most people think relationships end because of one big moment, but the truth is, it's the small, unnoticed emotional mistakes that quietly break everything apart. The ones we ignore until it's too late. Today, I want to share those hidden mistakes so you don't lose something real without even realizing it. I've been there, thinking everything was fine, telling myself it's just a phase. But deep down, the connection felt weaker, the distance was growing, and I couldn't figure out why. No big arguments, no obvious problems, just small things we both ignored. But those small emotional mistakes, they build up quietly, until one day, you wake up and realize you're more like strangers than partners. It happened to me, and I wish I had seen the signs earlier. Today, I want to share those hidden mistakes so you can protect your relationship before it's too late. It started off so beautifully, like most relationships do. We laughed over the smallest things, talked for hours, shared dreams about life, the future, even silly little inside jokes that only we understood. I genuinely believed we had something special, something real. But somewhere along the way, the energy shifted, and I couldn't even tell you exactly when it started. It wasn't some huge fight or betrayal. There were no harsh words, no doors slamming, no obvious reasons to worry. But the connection? It slowly faded, almost like watching colors drain from a picture. We stopped checking in with each other the way we used to. The small compliments, the words of reassurance, even the daily little I love you moments, they happened less often. It felt like we were both silently pulling away, but neither of us knew how to stop it. At first, I thought I was imagining it. Relationships have ups and downs, right? So I convinced myself everything was fine. I smiled, I carried on, but deep inside, something felt off. The conversations became surface level. The laughter was forced. Even our silences, once comfortable, now felt heavy. Almost like strangers sitting beside each other, afraid to say the wrong thing. And that's the thing about relationships breaking down. It's rarely one big moment that destroys everything. It's the quiet distance, the emotional walls we build without even realizing it. The moments we stop choosing to be present for each other. I didn't see it clearly back then, but now I know. The small emotional mistakes we both made were adding up. I assumed she understood my silence. She thought I didn't care when I pulled away during arguments. Neither of us said what we truly felt, and slowly, brick by brick, we built a wall between us. I remember lying awake at night, wondering where it all went wrong. I replayed conversations in my head, looking for clues, questioning if I was too much or not enough. But the harsh truth? It wasn't one person's fault. It was both of us, making small, unspoken mistakes, day after day, until the love that once felt so strong became a quiet emptiness. That realization hurt, but it also woke me up, and that's why I'm sharing this with you, so you can see the signs before it's too late. The small emotional mistakes, they can quietly destroy even the strongest relationship, unless we learn to notice them and fix them. When I finally stepped back and looked at everything that happened, I realized it wasn't just one big fight or one person's fault. Our relationship slowly slipped away because of small emotional mistakes, the kind most of us make without even realizing it. Let me share the 5 mistakes I made, so maybe you don't have to learn them the hard way. Mistake 1. Avoiding vulnerable conversations. I thought staying quiet during tough moments would keep the peace. I didn't want to sound needy, dramatic, or start an argument. But the more I avoided vulnerable conversations, the more distance it created. When we don't express how we truly feel, we breed silence, and silence builds walls. I learned that vulnerability isn't weakness. It's the only thing that keeps real connection alive. Mistake 2. Assuming they'll always understand you. I believed that because she cared about me, she would just know how I felt. When I was hurt, when I needed support, when I felt distant. But people aren't mind readers. I never clearly communicated my needs, and she never voiced hers. Over time, the misunderstandings grew. Small resentments built up, and neither of us really knew how to fix it. Clear, honest communication isn't optional. It's survival for a relationship. Mistake 3. Ignoring emotional reassurance. In the beginning, we constantly reminded each other how much we cared. Small compliments, little gestures, thoughtful messages. But somewhere along the way, I stopped making that effort. I assumed she already knew how I felt, that love doesn't need constant reminders. But the truth is, we all need emotional reassurance. Neglecting the small, loving moments creates insecurity, and insecurity quietly erodes trust. What I didn't realize is that even the strongest relationship needs to be nurtured every single day. We think love is just understood, that the early words, "I love you," "I'm proud of you," "I'm here for you," last forever. But they fade if we stop saying them. And when that reassurance is missing, doubts creep in. I learned that love isn't a one-time declaration. It's something you prove daily, through words, gestures, and simple reminders that say, "You still matter to me." Mistake 4. Pushing away during conflict. Every time we argued or tension built up, I pulled away. I thought space would fix everything, but space without explanation creates fear. She felt abandoned. I felt overwhelmed, and neither of us addressed the real issues. Taking space during conflict is healthy, but only when both people understand why, and when they know you'll return to resolve things, not run away. I made the mistake of thinking silence would calm everything, but in reality, it only deepened the distance between us. Every time I shut down or avoided hard conversations, I unknowingly made her feel like she was facing the relationship alone. And that fear, it builds resentment and uncertainty. Healthy space requires communication, saying, "I need a moment, but I care and I'm not walking away." I never said that. I let the silence speak for me, and it whispered all the wrong things. Mistake 5. Forgetting daily emotional connection. Life got busy, work, stress, routines, and slowly, we stopped doing the little things that made us feel close. No more random check-ins, no thoughtful texts, no moments of playful connection. Those small gestures matter more than we realize. When we stop showing up emotionally every day, even without meaning to, love fades. Connection isn't built in grand moments. It's built in the quiet, consistent ones. What I learned too late is that relationships don't fall apart overnight. They crumble slowly when we forget to prioritize each other. The coffee runs together, the "how was your day" texts, the small laughs before falling asleep. They keep love alive. When those fade, distance grows, and by the time you notice it, sometimes it feels impossible to get back to how things were. But now I know. Daily emotional connection isn't optional, it's essential. These 5 mistakes? I've made them all, and the hardest part is most of us do. But the good news is, once you see them, you can change them. You can bring your relationship back to life before the silence, the distance, and the emotional walls take over completely.